You know, the one and only thing that I hate the absolute most is judging other people. Pretty funny if you watch my channel, because the reason why I hate it so much is because my entire life has been about people judging me, and they're friggin' dead wrong. So while I pay so much attention to, the things that I hate, like it affects me when people judge me and judge me poorly, guess what? I'm going to turn into exactly what I hate most. Be nothing but a judger. So if you look at my channel and you want to see the insanity that's going on, yes, judging others ain't a good thing. So it's almost like if you understand education and how people actually learn, you have to speak the same language that people speak. And the language that humanity speaks with is judgment. So in order for me to be able to be heard, like I have a voice, like, when you want to beat me and I say stop, that word stop actually means stop, but for some reason humanity doesn't understand the word stop, and 51 years I've tried communicating that language, but that's not the language we communicate with. We communicate with judgment. So, if I'm going to be heard, because now I'm sort of like, you didn't want to listen to me then, you're going to listen to me now. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Feel free to, not listen to anything I've got to say. You're kind of good at it, because nobody through my 51 years has bothered to take the time to listen to, hey, does this make any sense? So that is kind of the explanation of why you may see me doing an awful lot of judging, because it's like I'm going to point out your insanity and be a critic to the guys that say here's the answer. It's like, okay, here's your insanity. I will judge you, because as long as you're judging yourself to be the guy that's right while you're doing harm to somebody else, here's somebody that's going to judge, your perceptions of reality. And the one insanity that I've seen, which is really, really funny, and see if you can see the same picture, but it's Clif High, that's the creator of the webbot that, thinks that he's got a picture of what's going on, but he ain't actually seeing how much harm he's doing because of the mindset he's perceiving things to be. But it's pretty important. I just watched a very, very short video, one of their recent ones. I went on to their HalfPastHuman website and clicked on to videos, interviews that they've got linked up, and I listened to the first video of the latest series that's out, I'm pretty sure, so go research it. I don't have the link with me anymore. But then the intro of the conversation was, he's a linguist, I won't be able to pronounce that, but he studies the meaning of words. So then it came up in the conversation that he does not like using the word believe, because the word believe actually means I wish for this to be. So anytime you believe in something, it's just a wish for you to believe in something to be true. So he doesn't like to use that, because while he's observing the conscious mind, he has to do that objectively, without any belief systems whatsoever, so that he can objectively judge what's going on, so he can report to the world his findings, so you can see where the consciousness of us all are. And then right after he said, I don't like using the word I believe, and his reasoning for it, the next question was, well, what do you know for sure? And then he proceeded to tell all of the things that he believes to be true. So he escaped the word, I wish this to be true, by just ignoring, don't use the word and you won't see the behavior. But it's like, the guy is trying to jump out of his own skin and not be human. And then says, I'm not human. So maybe in his mind, in some way, shape, or form, he sees himself as an alien or something. That, to be human is to judge something, and give your perception based on your belief systems. You believe in something. The guy's beliefs are way off and don't make much sense, which, would make more sense why he's viewing the consciousness that would destroy the planet, because the guy is viewing it from a perspective of, y'all gotta die, because his perception of death is wrong. He just wishes it to be true that all things need to die in order for things to move. And it's like, no, that's just something you wish was true, and you're viewing your reality with that wish being true in your reality, so that's why you can't see a different picture. So I don't know if you're quite seeing it yet, but just because you don't use the word I believe in something doesn't mean you actually don't believe in something. You can't avoid just a word, because the word is just text. That's all it is. It's just text. There's a meaning, there's an action, there's, it's a description of a behavior. So just because you don't want to describe your own personal behaviors doesn't mean your behaviors aren't there. So go check it out. The guy's got a little bit of insanity going on. Yeah, I will be the judger of your own insanity. And there is some, if you're going to view my channel through insane eyes, guess what? I'll look insane. That's why there is something that you can't see with geniusness and insanity, and hopefully I'm not within either one of those categories, but it's the judger that sees that. If you see somebody that's totally insane, but they seem to say something genius, there's a chance that that insanity that you don't understand is just as genius as the genius little insight you got from them, but you just couldn't comprehend the rest of their geniusness. And yeah, you can go a little insane because you don't know how to communicate with insanity. So it's like we all need to get ourselves in check and really figure out what sanity really is before you start saying, hey, I'm the one that's sane. And I'm not the one that's going to say I'm the one that's sane. I'm just saying, hey, we should look at ourselves. Peace out.